Okay, so we created the feature templates. We're now going to see how you can create a CLI template. Pardon me, before going to device templates that are created based on feature templates, we will see device templates based on CLI templates. So basically, if you go to device templates and you click here, you're going to see feature templates, CLI templates. Let's click on CLI templates and let's say CLI template tester, and this is going to be tester 2. You have two options here. You can either grab the running config on a device that you're going to add, that you want to create a CLI template for. You can grab the running config, okay, and go back to vmanage and apply it. So that's the first option. Okay, the second option, you can pull it, you can ask vmanage to pull that running config. So you can go here, you can, sorry, looks like it's not pulling the devices. Okay, I need to select the device model, so sorry, let me go back here, select VH Cloud. Okay, now I can select. Now let's say this is for, I took the running config of the one edge at site 33. Let me pull the one edge at site 44. It's gonna ask confirm template configuration. Okay, and this is going to pull the running config of the one edge at site 44. This is another option. So you can either copy and paste, you can pull it from vmanage, search. Okay, you can search a value in the template. You can also select a file. Let's say you have a config file saved on your computer. You can also select that file and add that file. It will pull the config. So that's about the the feature template created based on CLI. And what you can do, you can click on add, and you can see we have a device template based on CLI. So basically you can see the type of the type of device templates. It's gonna be either CLI or feature based. Okay, so I'm not going to use this, I'm gonna delete it. So basically that's also a way to see how you can delete a template. Just come to the three dot and I can delete this one. I'm not using it. Obviously if it is being used, I think vmanage will say no, but yeah, it's deleted. So now let's when we come back for the next session, we're going to create a device template based on the feature templates that we previously created. I will see you in the next session. Welcome back. We're now going to create a device template using the feature templates that we created. And let's start. You select from feature templates the model. It's gonna be the VH Cloud. The device role, it's a one edge. We're gonna give a template name, one EMEA, and it's gonna be for two devices. It's gonna be for site 33 and site 44. So two devices are going to be attached to this template. So this is where we see the sections that are on your device template. The basic info section, the transport and management section. This transport is VPN 0 and management is VPN 512. And the service VPN is any VPN between 1 and 511. and we have the additional templates. So these are the sections. For the first section, the basic info, we have the system, we have this template. We did not create the logging template yet, but we're going to do that in the next session. We did not create any archive template, any NTP, any AAA, any BFD. So what I wanted to do is to go step by step. We just want to bring the device into vManage mode of configuration. As soon as the required info allow the device to be added into vManage, and then we're going to add the other templates. So you can see we have other like the OMP, the security, all these are part of the basic info. So let's go ahead and add our feature templates. We go here at system, we just add EMEA system. We don't have any other template for this section, so we can go to the next section. VPN 0, we have for EMEA VPN 0, and you can see there is no interface. You can click here to add one, and you can select the template, and this is going to be for EMEA VPN 0 interface, this one. And for this is the reason why I wanted you to add I was saying that you need to make those the names of templates. You need to add some details that will allow you figure out which VPN is this for, and which part of the config I want to put it. You see, so if I did not specify, I would say, okay, which templates am I going to use? So this is good. For VPN 512, we have the VPN templates for the EMEA, and the interface we can also add, and we're going to add EMEA VPN 512. And I think that's gonna be all for now. We don't have any service VPN template, and we don't have any additional template. We can click on create. Now we have our template created. You can see that we don't have any devices attached, so we need to go to the next step where we're going to attach this template, attach devices to this template. So in order to do that, you go to the three dot here, you're going to attach devices, and we're going to select, it's going to be site 33 and site 44. We click here, attach. As you can see, this is not ready to be deployed yet because we see the X are not green yet. So what we need to do, we need to add the values. Okay, remember we say we made some items to be device specific, and this is the time to add those items that are device specific. So for the next op, this is for 30 the one edge at site 33. The next op is 100. So this is just telling us that you need to understand your network. Okay, and the VPN 0 transport, okay, interface name. So the name of the transport for VPN 0, let's go back, it is this one. I'm gonna put it here. The description I can add transport internet interface. Okay, because we're going to have another interface for MPLS. That's why you can specify internet. If it's a real network, obviously you're going to put the circuit ID of your provider. And here we have the VPN 0 transport. This is the IP address, so it's going to be 100.133.1. 0/30. And the color, we say that is going to be device specific and optional, so we're going to choose biz internet. Now the other values, I don't see anything for the IPv6, so we might need to go back really quick to fix that. Templates, templates, let me refresh. So you can see when you're adding your items, your specific items that are device specific, you need to make sure that you can see anything that's missing. So let's go to feature, template, and we're going to WAN edge VPN. Sorry, that's gonna be, I think, here, and we can click to on edit. That's where you can edit the template. So if we go back here, remember we added an IP route for IPv4, but looks like we did not create one for IPv6. So that's what we need to fix. New IPv6 route. So looks like it's going to pull. Okay, so this is the prefix we're routing to, is the default, so it's gonna be colon, so 2.2./0. so this is the default for IPv6. We need to add a next op, and the next op is going to be device specific. We're gonna click here, and I'm gonna put VPN 0, and I'm gonna add, and don't forget to add here as well, and update. So I think that's the thing that was missing. We go back to device template. We're going to attach the devices to the template, to site 33 and site 44. We add, attach. We can start with this one again. So you can see, I can now see for IPv6 as well. So the next op for IPv4, 33.2, and the next op for IPv6, I'm not gonna type that, so let me grab it. So it's gonna be this, but I'm gonna change here the subnet. Okay, and the transport is gonna be GE 00. Transport description, transport address TRP, internet interface, and the IPv4 address, it's gonna be 133.1/30. the color biz internet. Here we can just copy a couple of stuff like the host name. The description of the system, it's gonna be device for site 33. Or let's just say WAN edge for site 33. System location, so for this you're gonna have to go back on the device itself. This is in Singapore. We're going to add it here, that here. Latitude, the same, we need to go back here. Latitude is gonna be this number, and longitude is gonna be this number, and the system IP is right here, and the site ID is 33. Update. We see it's now green. Let's add the info for the other templates. So the next op here, it's gonna be for the site, the one edge at site 44, it's gonna be 100 442. And for the IPv6, I'm gonna update the subnet 44. The transport name, interface name is GE00. The description is gonna be the same. The IP address, I'm gonna update this part 44. Color, base internet. The host name is gonna be the site, the one edge at site 44. Description, one edge for site 44. So this is the description of the system. Device location, I'm gonna go grab it in the device itself. Show running config. So the device location is Dubai. And I'm gonna go grab the let me just type it, it's not a hard one. I'm gonna go grab the latitude, it's gonna be this, and the longitude, and the system IP is gonna be this one, and the site ID 44. We can update. Now the device specific items have been added. If we look at the current config, show running config, our interfaces do not have any descriptions. You can see the VPN does not have any description. The system now does not have any description. So let's go ahead and apply this template. And before doing that, two things. These are the device we making the changes on, two devices. And if you click on one device, it's gonna show you the running config that you're going to deploy. It's going to show you the configuration that you're going to deploy, as you can see. Okay, we added this in like filling some quadrant, some boxes, but vManage has translated all that into command that's going to be applied. This is a good time to check if everything that you want to add is correct. Okay, and you can also go check the difference between what's on the box and what's going to be deleted, what's going to be added. We can see the description is going to be added, the domain ID. This line is going to be deleted, this line is going to be deleted, this line is going to be added. Priority information is going to be deleted, these lines are going to be swapped, this is going to be deleted. So you can see what's going to be added and so forth. The other thing that you can check is the rollback. Like I said before, if a device gets a config that will stop it talking with vManage, you can vManage is going to roll back the config. So this is the rollback setup by default. The config can roll back in 5 minutes. but you can set up exceptions. Exceptions mean that even if that device will lose communication with vManage, don't roll back. That's what you can do, but we're not going to put an exception. So let's go back and we save here. We did not make any change, but now we can configure the devices. It's going to ask us if we want to deploy this on the 2 devices. We're going to say yes and OK. So now that's going to happen. vManage is going to make a check, validation success. So now the task is in progress. If we click on this quadrant, we can see the task in progress. Okay, and if we go back to this device, we can check if it's already pushed. Show running config. We see the device, the configuration is already applied. The configuration is applied. And if nothing will stop this device from talking with vManage, this config will be permanent. Let's try to ping vManage. We can still ping vManage. Let's try to ping vBond. We can still ping vBond, which seems to tell us that everything is good, and that's what we can see as well. Let's check the logs. The first thing, configuring devices with feature templates. This is the template. Checking and creating device in vManage, generating config from template, device is online, because vManage, before applying the config, will check if the device is online, updating the device configuration in vManage, sending configuration to device, completed template push to device, template successfully attached to device. So at this time, if we go back to configuration, devices, we're going to see that those 2 devices are now in vManage mode. These are the devices for Site 33 and Site 44. They are now in vManage mode and they are in sync. Sometimes you're going to see is in sync device is offline. Okay, that means it was not successfully pushed, and it's showing the templates this device are attached to. So that's going to be all for the basic templates that can allow you attach a device to vManage, keep that vManage that device connected to the network. That's way the configurations are not going to be rolled back. So that's going to be all for now. And if we go back to our dashboard to make sure that we still have all our devices, overview, we still have all our devices, and those devices have been added to vManage. Thanks. If you liked, please put a thumbs up. If you're not part of the channel, please subscribe. And now we're going to add IPv6 on the transport side. In the next session, I will see you. Okay, we're now going to add IPv6. In the previous session, I got kind of confused myself. I thought IPv6 was missing, but I said we were going to take care of that in the next session, and now it's the time to do that. So what do you need in order for your IPv6 to be deployed on the transport side? We will go back to the templates, to configuration, templates. We're going to feature templates, and this is going to be part of let me see, if we go to VPN 0, let's see what we have here. I don't think that anything will be needed for IPv6, but let us check. Yeah, this is where we have the route, so we're gonna need something here definitely. So the only thing that we need here in terms of IPv6 in the VPN template is going to be the IPv6 route which we added in the previous session. So let me add another IPv6 route, and I'm gonna delete it just to show. So you click on new IPv6 route. So if you want to make it global, you can click global and add the IPv6 address. Let me give an example. You can add this IPv6. You can add the next hop, and you can make the next hop global or device specific. Once you do that, let's say device specific, add, and you can click on add. If I click add here, you see this is the IPv6 route that I just added, and the next hop is device specific. I'm not gonna need this route, so I'm gonna delete this. Okay, I'm gonna delete this route because we're using the default route from each one edge. So I'm gonna delete the route here. So that's deleted. Update. So on the VPN one edge VPN, you need to add the route, the IPv4 route or the IPv6 route. Once you do that, you go to the one edge interface template, and here you can add the IPv6 address on the interface. That's going to be on the interface, and it's going to be either device specific or global. So you can see here we have, okay, let's go back. We have the IPv4 address. Okay, IPv4. Okay, you can see you have the IPv4 and the IPv6. So let's click on IPv6, and for IPv6 it's gonna be the same. We want it to be enabled, yes. We want it to, this is going to be device specific because each device is going to have its own IPv6 address. Each interface VPN 0. Okay, and I think that's gonna be all. Okay, all the other settings are going to be the same. So you just need to create a device specific value for your IPv6 address. We're going to update. Okay, now you can seeing that these templates were already attached to device at site, to the one edge at site 33 and the one edge at site 44. We're just going to update the device specific values. So obviously that's going to be the IPv6 address on the interface because we already added the static route. So I'm going to add the IPv6 address on this interface. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to put it's going to be 1/64. Update. It's on green. For this device at site 33, it's going to be the same. I'm going to copy. It's going to be the same here, 1/64. I'm going to update. And before applying, let's go back and see what's going to change. Show running config. Show running config. We can see that this interface does not have any IPv6 address. And let's go back and let's go and push this config. Next, configure devices. Yes, we confirm. So the configuration is being pushed on those devices, and if we come back here, show running config, VPN 0, we can see that the IPv6 address has been added on this interface. If I go back here, it's still in progress, but I think all should be good. So if I show IP route, I can see I need to show IPv6 route. So IPv6 routes, I can see that I have an IPv6 route. And if I go back here, pushed successfully. So that's all about adding your IPv6 address configuration on the transport side. You need to put the static route on the VPN, the VPN template, and you also need to put the IPv6 address on the VPN interface Ethernet. So let me go back to show what you need to do just to be more accurate. Let me go to feature templates, add feature template, just giving an example really quick. So what we did, the first thing, you add the route, the IPv6 route on this template, and you add the IPv6 address on this template. So that's gonna be all for this session. I will see you on the next one.